MP Chris D'Entremont started the week as a Conservative, but he'll be ending it as a Liberal, and he may not be the only one. The Liberals now hold 170 seats out of 343. That's too short of a majority.
The momentum does seem to be right now with the Liberals, and certainly lots of pressure on the Conservatives in a way they didn't anticipate. So that was Chris D'Entremont's first Liberal caucus, and he was met by cheers and backslaps. But this morning, he also, earlier before this, he faced reporters who asked how this came about. He said he'd been thinking about this for some time, about how he fit in with the Conservatives as a red Tory, that he was wondering whether he was aligned with the leadership of Pierre Poilievre. And he had talks with Liberals, many of which he knew, and asked questions. And he thought about what his riding and his constituents wanted, and that they wanted to not oppose good things, bills, budgets, if they are good, just for the sake of opposing them.
I would think over the last number of months, I wasn't feeling that I was aligned with the ideals of what the Leader of the Opposition had been talking about. Understanding the point that we are in Canadian history, where it's time to actually try to lead a country, to try to make it better, and not try to knock it down, not to continue to be negative.
He was asked, what he says to his former Conservative colleagues who have called him a coward, disingenuous, disloyal. He says they should look more closely at themselves and whether they're doing the right thing for their party or for their country and their constituents, and asked whether there are other Conservatives who are also feeling, let's say, unaligned with the leader. He said yes, but he wouldn't name names, said it's up to them to make that announcement if they're going to make it and tell their stories and their reasoning if they're going to do that.